There is only one presence and one power active within me and throughout the universe. God, the good, omnipotent. Alleluia. 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 Alleluia.
Hello, and welcome to our podcast. This is Unity Church of Chatsworth. Our spiritual leader, Reverend John Washington, and I am Michelle Washington, RN, pastoral nurse. The preacher addressed the congregation. He asked if anyone who had a special need would come forth and he would pray over them. Leroy got in line, and when it was his turn, he went up to the preacher and he said, "Preacher, I need you to pray for my hearing." Preacher put one finger into Leroy's ear and his other hand on the top of Leroy's head and began to pray. And he asked the congregation to pray with him, and they prayed enthusiastically. And when he was done, the preacher turned to Leroy and he said, "Leroy, how is your hearing?" And Leroy answered, "I don't know. It's not until next Monday."
May the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Lord. Paraphrasing from the New Testament book of Mark, chapter 8. Jesus heals a man with leprosy. When Jesus came down from the mountainside, a man with leprosy came to him and said, "Lord, if you are willing, make me well, make me whole." Jesus reached out with his hand and touched the man, and the man was healed. And as they were parting, Jesus said to him, "Go and tell no one." When he was 94 years old, Charles Fillmore wrote the following affirmation: "I fairly sizzle with zeal and enthusiasm, and spring forth with a mighty faith to do the things that ought to be done by me."
And our new power of the month is the power of zeal.
Wonderful.
Our disciple is Simon the Zealot, also known as Simon the Canaanite.
All right.
All right. Our color is orange, and the part of the body is the back of the head, but basically it's called the medulla oblongata. It's the part of the body that is also known as the brain stem that connects the brain and all of the functions of the body.
I'm glad you said that, Michelle.
It is not I, but the Christ within who does the work.
Thank you for listening to our podcast. Have a blessed week.